both teams tonight.
Lions wear the red, Dons wear the white. Dons starting for the first time this year without Amy Baum in the lineup. Mark goes in deep and scores over Dickey. So the Lions strike first. Dons looking for their 4th straight win in the series between the two teams. Dons lead the overall matchup 43-41 since they started meeting in West Coast Conference play almost 40 years ago. That's hard to believe. Langer over to Cremili on the left. And McDowell White loses the rebound. We've already seen Clark's presence on the glass and deep in the lane.
Yeah, she had a beautiful inside move to start off the game and just grabbed a big rebound.
Screen right there for Johnson. But expect Clark to be active. Gordon over to Clark. Probably not Clark's favorite place to shoot. 8 to go on the timer. Nice job there by Alexis Mark. So the Lions go high-low for a 4-0 lead. Dons have won 7 in a row. The Lions had lost 7 in a row until beating Utah State last week, 71-63 at home. McDowell White looking for Cremili, finds Dickey, open look. And the rebound, all Rodriguez for LMU. Rodriguez, Orange County native. Dons are going to change 3/5 of the lineup on the next whistle. And Cremili with the steal. Chased by 2 defenders, scores it. Well, just like that, the Dons face the risk of going down 7-0, and guess who turns into their best defender?
Absolutely, great little steal, and she went hard to the basket, got the basket for the Dons.
Little pull-up by Johnson, and the Lions' lead increases to 6-2. Cremili pulls up, and the rebound belongs to Clark. Dons getting beaten on the board so far. 3-0 rebounding edge for Loyola Marymount, which prefers to be known as LMU now. So we'll try to stick with that. Whatever you call the school, it's a turnover to the Dons. Jasmine Gales, Deborah Dos Santos, whose mom is in attendance today, and Amy Baum at check-in. So Langer stays on. Balavirda, McDowell White, and Dickey go to the bench. Baum to Dos Santos, and the score! Great move.
Great pass and a great move.
Dos Santos was kind of in that no player's land beneath the basket where, you know, you're a step either way away from being a great shooter, but right there you're kind of boxed up. Mark Dos Santos in front of Clark for the rebound. Gales pushing it. Balavirda. I mean, that's Langer, and that is a jump ball. It'll stay with the Dons. That's one benefit of losing the opening tap.
Yes. You don't see that very often.
Nice job by Molly from the Game Ops crew of knocking that down. Molly is part of Mark Papadopoulos' great crew behind the scenes. And during the holidays, they're often shorthanded, and they still get it done. Hilltop hosting 5 basketball games this week. Dos Santos hands it off to Cremili. Into Dos Santos. Nothing there off the glass, and Johnson the rebound. Lions looking to build on a 2-point lead in the red, and a blocking foul on San Francisco. That's on Langer.
Foul number 5, Amelie Langer, her first team foul of the quarter on the Dons.
Lions will run the inbound from the right of the basket. Noelle Yancey from Dallas to throw it in. Finds Rodriguez. And Rodriguez, beautiful shot. The Lions 4 of 5 to open the game. Gales and Cremili had a tremendous game last week. Dos Santos, tough catch, will go to the line.
That's a great pass by Cremili to Dos Santos, and she was able to draw the foul.
Foul is the first on Ari Johnson. Dons will make a switch here. Rathbun out, Langer in. So the Dons going with a little bit more of a conventional front line here.
Yeah, they've increased their size quite a bit by adding Rathbun into their lineup.
And Rathbun, who's listed at 5'11", does a great job guarding taller, stronger players. She grew up on a cattle ranch. Maybe it's dealing with all the bulls and stuff like that. I don't know. But she always plays well, even when her opponent casts a shadow over her. Looks like Rathbun's on Mark. Johnson with the floater. Johnson making it look easy for the 4-point lead. Alm along the bottom of your screen. Draws the foul. Cassandra Gordon will come back. Yancey will go to the bench, so Arica Hughes, you see her in the red top, pacing the sideline toward the right-hand corner of your screen. Second-year head coach at LMU. Baum left open. And the rebound goes to Johnson. Jasmine Gales fought for that one. She had 11 rebounds last week at Colorado State. Rodriguez will go to the line.
Personal foul, USF number 21, Ioana Cremealy. Her first, second team foul.
Cremealy's first, the second on the Dons. Big opportunity here for Rodriguez. 5'9" junior, went to Rosary Academy, grew up in Eastvale, California in Orange County, averaging almost 10 points a game. And coming in an 88% free throw shooter, but Jessica, she's only been to the line. This is trip number 10 coming up right here.
Yeah, it hasn't been getting to the line a lot this year, but that was a beautiful hesitation move to the basket that she just did, to draw that foul.
You'd like to see your point guard at the line a lot more than pretty much once a game. It's interesting with the Dons, Jessica McDowell-White, this is game 12 tonight, or today. She's been to the line twice all year. But oftentimes it tells a story about how you attack the basket, how much you shoot. Gales, Dos Santos.
LMU is really putting the pressure on USF right now.
Gales attacks, comes up short. Great rebound by Anaya Oliver. Went to St. Mary's College High School in Berkeley, grew up in Richmond, started her career at USC. Lions doubling up on the Dons right now, halfway through the first. Mark Dos Santos right there in front of Oliver for the rebound. Gales scores it. Amy Baum with a great pass right there, showing off her right field arm. Four-point Lion lead. Johnson one-on-one against Rathbun. Shot clock to 7. Johnson blocked by Rathbun. Gales the rebounds. Lions back quickly. Good job by Gordon getting back. Cremealy. And Baum kept that alive. Gales delivers. Great second effort on that rebound.
Yeah, offensive rebounds lead to those second chance opportunities, and it's a great opportunity for us to convert, or for USF to convert.
Rodriguez thought about the 3, and she'll get a little more time to think about it as we go to a timeout on the floor. Lions out to the 12-11 lead. Dons with the ball when we come back on the WCC Network.
Planet Orange, a leader in eco-friendly, effective pest control. Let us be your partner for all your pest control needs, servicing residential, industrial, and commercial customers without harming the environment. Planet Orange, family-friendly, pet-friendly, and professional.
A Corona and palm trees.
A Corona and calm seas.
And a balm breeze.
And some long knees, strong like a tong squeeze. You'll say, "Aw, geez," when I make your lawn freeze. Was that good?
No.
Oh.
It was incredible.
Oh.
Lee bad.
Oh.
But this is good.
I shouldn't have rapped.
And back live here in San Francisco. We're glad you're with us this afternoon. Coke, Don's fans, there's magic when we cheer together. Let's create some magic with an ice cold Coke. Cheers. Emily Langer at the bottom of your screen finds Lauren Christie out top. Christie back after missing the last 2 games with an injury. Dickey gets shoved. Got a quick little check-in for you. Men's basketball action at the Thomas and Mack Center in Las Vegas. Dons trail UNLV 18-13. We'll also check the women's scoreboard around the WCC. Christie out of the corner, guarded by Rodriguez. Langer. Dickey breaks to the basket. 11 seconds for the Dons to shoot. Gales off the Dickey screen, looking for Dickey, finds Christie. And Christie with the miss, foul on the Dons. Nice clean rebound there by Destiny Samuel.
LMU has really put a lot of pressure on the Dons early in the game, and they're looks like they're struggling a slight bit to get open shots right now.
So Destiny Samuel, had a chance to visit with her before the ball game. She is from Queens, New York, the second most populous borough of the 5 in New York City. Grew up in Springfield Gardens, which is kind of just a little northeast of Kennedy Airport. Went to Long Island Lutheran High School out in eastern Nassau County. Gordon. And Gales knocked it away. 8 to shoot here for the Lions. Rodriguez off the reset. Great job there by Oliver for the score. Oliver really cleaned up the mess.
USF foul number 1, Lauren Christie, her first, 4th team foul. Number 32, Ari Johnson, and number 35, Alexis Hart, checking for the Lions, replacing Destiny Samuel and Noelle Yancey.
So short shift for Samuel and Yancey. And Amaya Oliver shooting just 7 of 19 from the line this year. Not a great free throw shooter, connects there. I tell you that Pacific has a 50-45 lead on St. Mary's. They tipped at 1 o'clock. They're in the 4th quarter already with 7:50 to go. Gales taken away by Mark. Good hustle there by the Lions. Rodriguez. Clark, yes! Barry Clark, who came into the game 1 of 6 from three-point range, delivers. 18-11, Loyola Marymount, its biggest lead of the afternoon. Dons have not led yet. Gales to Cremile. Cremile just passing Sue Corder into 7th place on the all-time career list. Great rebound there by Clark. Ball will go to the Dons. Jessica, what do you see as the key here, the last 2:10 of the first quarter, for the Dons to close this gap a little bit?
I really think they need to take care of the ball and cut their turnovers down and focus on getting good shots around the basket. Dribble penetration, drawing some fouls, and getting some good looks at the basket.
Dons just 4 of 14 from the floor. LMU 7 of 11. 64% for the Lions. Valverde in and out. Dos Santos with a clean grab. Cremile to Gales. Cremile getting a lot of attention on the outside. Valverde will go to the line. Well, sometimes your best shot to stop a 6-0 run is to go to the line. Dons haven't scored in 2:08.
Absolutely. You know, it stops the game and allows for a good opportunity to just put some points on the board, and it stops the flow of LMU.
Valverde coming in, averaging just under 5 points a ball game. 75% at the line this year. The Dons as a team have shot 76% at the line, averaging about 18 trips to the free throw line per ball game. So that breaks a 2:08 scoring drop for San Francisco. LMU with the ball. Rodriguez to Mark. Mark's got room, and she'll go to the line.
USF foul, number 21, Ioana Kremili, her second.
So Kremili with the foul, her second. The Dons call time. We'll take it as well. Are we going to stay here? We're going to stay here. We'll keep it here. Remind you, Dons basketball brought to you this afternoon by Provident Credit Union. Remember, a Provident Credit Union checking account pays you. Find out more at providencecu.org. But the Dons so far, shooting is not great. There just doesn't seem to be a lot of cohesiveness right now.
They're not in their usual flow, I would say. They're come off on a little bit slower than they usually do, but there's still a lot of game left.
Yeah, a lot of game. And how much of this do you think the team had final exams this week? They had a long stretch. They were playing a game about every second or third day, and now you've had 7 days off. You're playing again. A little hard sometimes.
Yeah, it could be a little bit of nerves. It's the first conference game. The conference is important. You know, a little bit of a break. It might have gotten them out of their flow, and they just need to get back into it.
Santa Clara an 18-17 lead on Pepperdine as they start the second at the Levy Center. Gonzaga starts the second with an 18-14 lead over Brigham Young. BYU, the regular season champ last year, rematch of last year's championship game in the West Coast Conference Tournament. Dons finished third in the conference last year, second year in a row in third. Here's Valverde. Dos Santos uses her feet, comes up short, anybody's ball, and it's grabbed by Gordon. Gordon with good speed, and the score. Lions are shooting great right now. They are 9 of 13. 69%. Dos Santos gets, I love that shot.
She has a beautiful touch around the basket.
Lions up 9. Moving to the final 50 seconds of the first quarter. And the three ball good for Gordon. The tremendous shooting continues for Loyola Marymount. The Dons down 12. Reminded me a lot of the game against Penn 3 weeks ago. McDowell White. Valverde tried to pry that away. Lions can play for the final shot. You can just tell by the way Rodriguez eases into her dribble that that's what they're looking for. Players' body language can tell you a lot. Calling for some help from Gordon. Clark pops out to screen for Rodriguez, and she delivers. 1 quarter in the books. I don't think a lot of people expected this. Loyola Marymount 28, the Dons 14. We're back with more on the WCC Network.
Provident Credit Union is rooted in education and is proud to be the official credit union for USF. Making your life easy is what Provident Credit Union is all about, like our Super Reward checking with one of the highest interest rates in the nation, and there are no ATM or monthly service fees, 0. To get started, visit one of our many Bay Area locations or go online to providencecu.org/USF. Get the official University of San Francisco checking account that pays you money from Provident Credit Union.
Toyotathon is on. Now's the time to get an exciting new Toyota. Like Camry Hybrid, RAV4, Tundra, and more.
How did you...
Magic.
Secure your delivery and low financing rate on RAV4, Camry, and Highlander. Or get a great lease on RAV4 and Camry for just $389 a month.
Come in today.
Toyota. Let's go places.
If you've been here.
And back here in San Francisco, I remind you, Dons basketball is brought to you by the USF Dons online store. Show your Dons pride like never before. Visit, do your last-minute shopping at usfdons.com/shop. Jessica, you were circling some numbers. What's jumping out at you off the box score?
Well, LMU is shooting 73% from the field, and that's just tough. I mean, and USF is only shooting 27%.
I would say the rebounding, too, 11-6 in favor of the Lions. Oliver in deep, beautiful pass. And the score for Destiny Samuel. 30-14 Lions. Valverde wide on that one. Now the Lions playing very well. And if you listen to the pregame show today, Molly talking about how the Lions are a better team than their record. Oliver. And Dons get a rebound out of Valverde. McDowell White pushing. Now she runs out of places to go. Love the skip pass. Good defense there by Rodriguez. Well, it seems that not only is LMU shooting well, their defensive energy has been tremendous.
Absolutely. They put a ton of pressure on USF. They're making it difficult to pass the ball. They're making it difficult for them to get great shots. And they're also, the pressure is intense, but they're also very long. Like, a lot of the taller players, long arms, they're cutting down the passing lanes, just make it difficult for USF right now.
And sometimes, you know, it's a few inches in the passing lane makes a huge difference.
Absolutely.
Abby Rathbun back for Kennedy Dickey. The Dons just looking for the right combination. They're shooting 5 of 19 from the floor, 26%. McDowell White going to drive it and score. Well, you know, it's funny watching Jessica McDowell White play. She's somebody who seems that when she takes a shot, it's because nobody else is open. Samuel with it between the circles. Samuel, impressive size, playing on the perimeter. Rodriguez resets the play with 7 to shoot. Works off the Oliver screen. And Baum gets the ball knocked away by Oliver.
Number 32, Ari Johnson, and number 34.
Johnson and Clark back for Oliver and Samuel. It's interesting how Erica Hughes is rotating Johnson and Clark out for rest, using quarter breaks and timeouts, keeping their legs fresh. Here's Cremili. And she'll go to the line. So maybe this is how, if you're USF, you get back into this game, is get to the free throw line.
Yeah, you know, backdoor opportunities, and also if you're putting a lot of pressure on defense, you're more prone to foul. And this is a good opportunity for USF to cut down on that lead that the LMU has.
LMU has been mobile and quick and aggressive. Conference opener for both squads. Last year, LMU overall 11-19, 4-13 in WCC play. Dons swept them. Cremili gets both free throws. Dons last year went 17-16 overall, 10-8 in the WCC. 10-8 earned the Dons the 3 seed in the postseason tournament. Last year's order of finish: BYU, Gonzaga, San Francisco, Portland, St. Mary's, Santa Clara, And Loyola Marymount, LMU, came out of the bottom 4, made it all the way to the quarterfinals. Got a couple of wins over Pepperdine and St. Mary's before losing to Portland in the quarters. And we've got a timeout on the floor with 7:38 to go here in the first half. We'll step away on the WCC network.
Here you know the feeling. If you haven't, you will. It's a certain energy. It's a certain optimism. Here on this campus in the heart of the city, people and ideas meet, mix, and spark. Eyes open. Doors open. It's real. You can feel it. You can be a part of it. And you don't even have to be here in body to feel it in spirit.
Blodgett with you. Loyola Marymount, LMU leads San Francisco 30-18. Last year, the Dons took both meetings between these squads. Dons won here at home 70-49. They led 42-22 at halftime, never really looked back. And down in Los Angeles, the Dons won a nail-biter, 74-67. They led by 5 after 3. Outscored the Lions 19-17 in the final period. Got 30 points from Ioana Cormili in that ball game. Ariel Johnson had 16 for the Lions. Alexis Mark, she had 15. She just had it stolen by Cormili. That look back brought to you by Lux Bus America, the official transportation sponsor of USF Athletics. Learn more at luxbus.com. Cormili to Rathbun on the high-low. Abby tied up. Dos Santos and Rathbun fight for the rebound. Cormili with 3 to shoot. Delivers! Well, how good is your rebounding when 2 teammates fight for the ball?
That was pretty impressive.
I don't know if they realized right away that the other hands on the ball belonged to a teammate, but
I would agree. It took him a second to recognize that the other player was on the same team.
Here's Gordon. Got Johnson on the left, goes top for Clark. Nothing there. And Baum pushes it for the Dons. Dos Santos, Cormili. Ioana looks dialed in right now. McDowell White. Dos Santos keeps it alive, lands in Rathbun's friendly hands. Dos Santos has to go to the floor to get it. We got a jump ball. It's staying with the Dons. Dons basketball brought to you this afternoon by Planet Orange. Get a good look at this replay thanks to Planet Orange. For the Bay Area's best eco-friendly pest control, go to planetorange.com. Dos Santos, Cormili, fouls on Rathbun. Just the second turnover for San Francisco. No, they're going to call it on Johnson, her third. This is a big loss here for LMU, Jess.
Yeah, she's a pretty important part of LMU's lineup, and it was a pretty silly foul.
And they're going to say Cormili stepped on the end line inbounding. Jasmine Gales taking some time to reassure Cormili. Now Yancey, all-state player in Texas, where one of the better states for girls basketball. Rodriguez. Gordon, yes! Cassandra Gordon.
Great ball movement by
Gordon came into the game 1 of 20 from 3. She gets a steal right there. Today, Gordon is 2 of 2. Today has been the anomaly in her season, but a very positive anomaly.
Yeah, she's playing really well for LMU right now.
Mark in against Rathbun. Been about 6 different angles on that shot. Here are the Dons off the rebound. Gales out of bounds to LMU. Dons basketball brought to you this afternoon by Ticket Smarter. Buy tickets to the best sporting events, concerts, and plays. It's a smarter way to buy tickets at ticketsmarter.com. LMU up 12, shooting very well at 75%. From 3, 62% overall, 13 to 21. Yancey with the handle. Gordon, who's lighting it up from 3. Calls for a screen from Oliver. 5 to shoot. Rodriguez. Gales tippy-toed for that rebound. LMU gets another 20 seconds. And Cormeli nearly had it. Loose ball foul is going to go against the Dons.
USF foul, number 21, Ioana Cormeli.
Third on Cormeli, so first Johnson goes to the bench for LMU with a third. Now the other headliner today, Cormeli, will have to sit down. Probably for the final 4:19 of the half. This could be a big difference maker in this ball game. Oliver loses the handle. I think right there, Oliver, yeah, she turned it over, but luckily for her, not on a foul.
Yeah, she really dropped her shoulder when she drove to the basket and was lucky to get away with not getting an offensive foul.
McDowell White, stolen by Rodriguez. Like how Rodriguez, seated on the floor, was looking around, seeing who was there. Gordon is playing a fabulous game. Oliver, Rodriguez at the top of your screen. Challenges Dickey. Gordon left open. Can't make all of them. Don should let that go. And great job there by Gordon, keeping it alive, throwing it off of Gales. Remember, Gales being inbounds is part of the court.
LMU is really using the clock wisely. They're working the clock down to get a really great shot, and they're also crashing the boards. So they're utilizing the clock, and they're also getting a lot of second chance opportunities, which is going to make it really hard for USF to get back into the game.
Baum complicating that inbound. Dons have gone 3:39 without a score. During that stretch, San Francisco's turned it over 4 times, but Loyola Marymount just won for its last 8 in a 2:20 scoring drought. So both teams showing a little bit of problems. Latu defending against Rodriguez, 2 to shoot. Gordon forcing it. Dickey the rebound. And another turnover for San Francisco. Their 5th in basically the last 4 minutes.
They're going to have to take care of the ball if they want to get back into this game.
Dons had 1 turnover entering the second quarter. Dons will have to do this first half comeback without Cormeli. Dons down 12. And Rodriguez called for the foul, saying, who, me? Yeah, you. No, they're going to call it on Oliver for the screen. Dons will go to the line on the next Lion foul. 2 team fouls against San Francisco, in case you're wondering. Dickey to Baum. There's another turnover. The 6th for the quarter. Lions are playing the passing lanes very aggressively, and it's paying off. This does not look like a 2-8 team. 7 to shoot. Yancey short, Dickey all alone for the rebound. I hate to say must-score possession, but I think this is a must-score possession.
I think every possession till the end of the game is must-score for USF.
And until you've got the lead, until there's a little bit of a margin, look at Mark right there chasing Baum. Amy's got some room to work. Can't find Dickey. Well, every turnover is costly, but look at that one right there. You burn almost 30 seconds, you come away with nothing.
Yeah, you know, clock management is super important, especially when you're down. You have to take every opportunity and every second to make sure that you're scoring.
Dons just seem out of sync this afternoon. 33-21. The Lions are shot marvelously. At one point they were up around 80%. Right now, 13-26, 50%. But the Dons have not been able to exploit the Lions cooling off with the ball. Great little improvised pass right there. 7 to shoot. Mark to Oliver. Oliver easy to spot. Rebounds. And a foul, that's going on the Lions. So the Dons will go to the free throw line with 1:17 left in the half. And I don't know about you, but I think the key is get this lead under 10.
Yes, and cut down on the turnovers for the rest of the game.
So Clark back, Oliver out. Baum at the line. Will shoot 2. Dons are on a scoring drought that is stretched to 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Right now, that is more than half of the quarter. And Dos Santos called for the foul. Clark had great position on that.
USF foul, number 13, Deborah Dos Santos. Her first third team foul.
Third team foul on the Dons, first on Dos Santos. If you're just joining us, Ioana Cremili moved up the scoring list today into 7th place for the Dons, career-wise. But she's on the bench with 3 personal fouls. No scorer can help you when they're on the bench. Doesn't matter if you're in the top 10 career-wise. The Dons called for a reach.
Personal foul, USF, number 0, Malia Latu.
That's on Malia Latu.
Fourth team foul.
33-21 LMU. But the Lions have missed their last 7 shots from the floor. And if you're Erica Hughes and company, you might think, hey, if the Dons mount a comeback in the second half, what a missed opportunity this could be. Rodriguez has played marvelously today. So has Gordon, and she delivers again. Cassandra Gordon came in 1 of 20 from three-point range this season. And Rodriguez keeping that alive. That's the ultimate loose ball. It's going to the Lions. Well, first it was bad shooting that hurt the Dons. Here in the second quarter, it's been turnovers.
Yeah, they just, you know, they're not having the best time taking care of the basketball. And partially that has to do with LMU's pressure on defense. It's just creating so much chaos for USF, and they're really not taking care of the ball and handling it very well.
Lions force 15 turnovers per game. The Dons already have 9. Racing the clock here with 9 seconds. Yancey to Rodriguez. Big rebound there by Latu. And nobody gets off a final shot. So at the break, the Lions lead it by 15 over the Dons. Lots to talk about in the locker room at halftime for San Francisco, and for Loyola Marymount, LMU, you're trying to figure out a way to hold this lead on the WCC network.
Planet Orange, a leader in eco-friendly, effective pest control. Let us be your partner for all your pest control needs, servicing residential, industrial, and commercial customers without harming the environment. Planet Orange, family-friendly, pet-friendly, and professional.
A Corona and palm trees.
A Corona and calm seas.
And a balm breeze.
And some long knees, strong like a tong squeeze. You'll say, "Aw, geez," when I make your lawn freeze. Was that good?
No.
Oh.
It was incredible.
Oh.
Lee bad.
Oh.
But this is good.
I shouldn't have rapped.
Provident Credit Union is rooted in education and is proud to be the official credit union for USF. Making your life easy is what Provident Credit Union is all about, like our Super Reward Checking with one of the highest interest rates in the nation, and there are no ATM or monthly service fees. 0. To get started, visit one of our many Bay Area locations or go online to providentcu.org/USF. Get the official University of San Francisco checking account that pays you money from Provident Credit Union.
Evolution of intercollegiate athletics. And so I couldn't be more pleased to be a part of that as we look to the future. USF needs to be a player and a voice in that new evolution of intercollegiate athletics. And so I couldn't be more pleased to be a part of that as we look to the future.
Now's the time to get an exciting new Toyota. Like Camry Hybrid, RAV4, Tundra, and more.
How did you...
Magic.
Secure your delivery and low financing rate on RAV4, Camry, and Highlander. Or get a great lease on RAV4 and Camry for just $389 a month.
Come in today.
Toyota. Let's go places.
If you've been here, you know the feeling. If you haven't, you will. It's a certain energy. It's a certain optimism. Here on this campus, in the heart of the city, people and ideas meet, mix, and spark. Eyes open. Doors open. It's real. You can feel it. You can be a part of it. And you don't even have to be here in body to feel it in spirit.
USF needs to be a player and a voice in that new evolution of intercollegiate athletics. And so I couldn't be more pleased to be a part of that as we look to the future.
Planet Orange, a leader in eco-friendly, effective pest control. Let us be your partner for all your pest control needs, servicing residential, industrial, and commercial customers without harming the environment. Planet Orange, family-friendly, pet-friendly, and professional.
A Corona and palm trees.
A Corona and calm seas.
And a bomb breeze.
And some long knees, strong like a tong squeeze. You'll say, "Aw, geez," when I make your lawn freeze. Was that good?
No.
Oh.
It was incredible.
Oh.
Lee bad.
Oh.
But this is good.
I shouldn't have rapped.
Provident Credit Union is rooted in education and is proud to be the official credit union for USF. Making your life easy is what Provident Credit Union is all about, like our Super Reward Checking with one of the highest interest rates in the nation, and there are no ATM or monthly service fees. 0. To get started, visit one of our many Bay Area locations or go online to providentcu.org/USF. Get the official University of San Francisco checking account that pays you money from Provident Credit Union.
Toyota-thon is on. Now's the time to get an exciting new Toyota. Like Camry Hybrid, RAV4, Tundra, and more.
How did you...
Magic.
Secure your delivery and low financing rate on RAV4, Camry, and Highlander. Or get a great lease on RAV4 and Camry for just $389 a month.
Come in today.
Toyota. Let's go places.
If you've been here, you know the feeling. If you haven't, you will. It's a certain energy. It's a certain optimism. Here on this campus, in the heart of the city, people and ideas meet, mix, and spark. Eyes open. Doors open. It's real. You can feel it. You can be a part of it. And you don't even have to be here in body to feel it in spirit.
USF needs to be a player and a voice in that new evolution of intercollegiate athletics. And so I couldn't be more pleased to be a part of that as we look to the future.
Planet Orange, a leader in eco-friendly, effective pest control. Let us be your partner for all your pest control needs, servicing residential, industrial, and commercial customers without harming the environment. Planet Orange, family-friendly, pet-friendly, and professional.
A Corona and palm trees.
A Corona and calm seas.
And a bomb breeze.
And some long knees, strong like a tong squeeze. You'll say, "Aw, geez," when I make your lawn freeze. Was that good?
No.
Oh.
It was incredible.
Oh.
Lee bad.
Oh.
But this is good.
I shouldn't have rapped.
Provident Credit Union is rooted in education and is proud to be the official credit union for USF. Making your life easy is what Provident Credit Union is all about, like our Super Reward Checking with one of the highest interest rates in the nation, and there are no ATM or monthly service fees. 0. To get started, visit one of our many Bay Area locations or go online to providentcu.org/USF. Get the official University of San Francisco checking account that pays you money from Provident Credit Union.
Toyota-thon is on. Now's the time to get an exciting new Toyota. Like Camry Hybrid, RAV4, Tundra, and more.
How did you...
Magic.
Secure your delivery and low financing rate on RAV4, Camry, and Highlander. Or get a great lease on RAV4 and Camry for just $389 a month.
Come in today.
Toyota. Let's go places.
If you've been here, you know the feeling. If you haven't, you will. It's a certain energy. It's a certain optimism. Here on this campus, in the heart of the city, people and ideas meet, mix, and spark. Eyes open. Doors open. It's real. You can feel it. You can be a part of it. And you don't even have to be here in body to feel it in spirit.
USF needs to be a player and a voice in that new evolution of intercollegiate athletics. And so I couldn't be more pleased to be a part of that as we look to the future.
Planet Orange, a leader in eco-friendly, effective pest control. Let us be your partner for all your pest control needs, servicing residential, industrial, and commercial customers without harming the environment. Planet Orange, family-friendly, pet-friendly, and professional.
A Corona and palm trees.
A Corona and calm seas.
And a balm breeze.
And some long knees, strong like a tongue squeeze. You'll say, "Aw, geez," when I make your lawn freeze. Was that good?
No.
Oh.
It was incredible.
Oh.
Lee bad.
Oh.
But this is good.
I shouldn't have rapped.
Provident Credit Union is rooted in education and is proud to be the official credit union for USF. Making your life easy is what Provident Credit Union is all about, like our Super Reward Checking with one of the highest interest rates in the nation, and there are no ATM or monthly service fees, 0. To get started, visit one of our many Bay Area locations or go online to providentcu.org/USF. Get the official University of San Francisco checking account that pays you money from Provident Credit Union.
Toyotathon is on. Now's the time to get an exciting new Toyota. Like Camry Hybrid, RAV4, Tundra, and more.
How did you...
Magic.
Secure your delivery and low financing rate on RAV4, Camry, and Highlander. Or get a great lease on RAV4 and Camry for just $389 a month.
Come in today.
Toyota. Let's go places.
If you've been here, you know the feeling. If you haven't, you will. It's a certain energy. It's a certain optimism. Here on this campus, in the heart of the city, people and ideas meet, mix, and spark. Eyes open. Doors open. It's real. You can feel it. You can be a part of it. And you don't even have to be here in body to feel it in spirit.
And back here live in San Francisco, George Devine, Jessica Blodgett with you. Don's Basketball brought to you by 25 Ventures, the preeminent diversity-focused venture fund. And Jessica, I think the key stat to look at from the first half, Loyola Marymount finished the half 1 of 9 from the floor, a 6-0 run in the final 5:45, but the Dons went 7-0-3 without a score to end the quarter.
Yeah, we talked about this a little bit during the break. Was, you know, they're just not taking care of the basketball. The turnovers are hurting them. They're not limiting their opportunities to score.
Great job there with Johnson feeding Clark for the score. One of the underlying storylines that emerged in the second quarter. Ioana Cormilla, you see her with the ball right now. She's got 3 fouls for San Francisco. Abby Rathbun scoring along the baseline, and Johnson for LMU, the Lions' leading scorer, with 3 fouls as well. So keep an eye on them. Lions shot very well in the first half, over 50%. Don shot 32%. And I think if you're San Francisco, you count your blessings right now. Rodriguez delivers in that, well, LMU failed to increase its lead during that final stretch. Langer, yes.
Emily Langer from Kia Malavirta.
So the Scandinavian connection paying off. Johnson with the miss. Cromile. Big rebound there by Kari Clark, who averages 3 a ball game. She's from Denver Thomas Jefferson High School. On the high-low, finishes for the score. Great feed by Johnson. LMU up 17. Malavirta. Baum. Langer had Cromile, Rathbun had Cromile flash. 6 to shoot for Cromile. Malavirta with 2 to Rathbun. Got to get it off now. That's the Lions' ball. Alexis Mark challenging Cromile. And if it's on Cromile, it's number 4.
San Francisco foul, number 21.
And all you had to do was watch the reaction of the LMU bench.
Yeah, it's really disappointing for USF to have 4 on Camille. I didn't see a lot of contact, but maybe I didn't have the right angle.
Well, Cromile, the leading scorer for San Francisco, is 7. Alexis Mark will shoot it twice, comes into the game at 73%. Lions now 5 of 5 from the line. Mark 2 of 2, trying to go 3 of 3. Remember, Don's basketball this afternoon brought to you by Corona Extra, the official cerveza of La Vida Más Fina. Find the fine life. Don's right now trying to find the basket. Down by 19. Baum has it taken away. Great job there by Kari Clark. Lions have used the clock well. Johnson called for the charge. The Don's just trying to find that right mix to click.
Number 21, Noel Lancey, replaces Ari Johnson. Kennedy Dickey returns for USF.
Is that Ariel Johnson's 4th foul as well?
Yeah. So the 2 headliners we talked about at the start of play today, both forced out of the game. Dickey couldn't recover from that. The turnovers right now just scorching San Francisco. That's their 12th.
A lot of telegraphing of the passes, and LMU's just anticipating those passes and is really causing a lot of problems for the Dons right now.
The Lions are just playing the passing lanes aggressively. They seem to be a little bit more mobile on defense than the Dons have been on offense. Here's Mark. And a late whistle. Taking a look at some scores from around the WCC. St. Mary's wins in overtime at Pacific 69-66. Taylor Dalton had 18. McKenna Mastora 14. Ali Bamberger 17.6 rebounds, and Bamberger played the last part of that game with 4 fouls. She's a Player of the Year candidate. Anaya James had 13. Sam Ashby had 10 for Pacific in the loss. Elizabeth Elliott added 11. Portland and San Diego get underway at 5 o'clock. Santa Clara had a close lead on Pepperdine at halftime. Don's down by 21. Gales will go to the line. Getting you updated on the other WCC games. Gonzaga trailed at the break over BYU, and now the Bulldogs lead at 39-37.
Jasmine Gales in the line.
Kaylin Trong has 16 to lead the Bulldogs. Lauren Gustin 14.7 boards to lead the Cougars. Gales making the free throw. In case you're wondering, Jasmine this year is a free throw shooter, 80%. She and Cremeli have done the heavy lifting at the charity stripe for San Francisco. Gets both. But I think right now, Jessica, you start to be conscious of the clock here. You're down by 19 with 6+ minutes to go in the third quarter, and they all become must-score possessions. Dons get a key stop. Langer for the finish. Dickey the tap. And San Francisco pulls back within 17. But it's going to take a lot of plays like that.
Yeah, they need to push their defense and start pressuring LMU and looking for those turnovers and making sure that LMU doesn't get those second chance opportunities on the offensive boards.
Baum. Off the Dos Santos screen. Gales for three. An air ball. Dos Santos runs it down. Still 10 to shoot. Gales and company get a second crack at it. And a whistle away from the ball.
Personal foul, LMU, number 21, Noelle Yancey, her second.
Noelle Yancey called for her second. Santa Clara, a 45-44 lead on Pepperdine.
Just Aspen Adams checking in for the Lions.
Aspen Adams in for the first time today for Loyola Marymount.
Curry checks in as well, and she replaces
Curry checks in. Layla Curley, the younger sister of Cal's Jada Curry, last year's Pac-12 Freshman of the Year. Dons working with a fresh 20. Dos Santos draws the foul. So 2 straight possessions. Dons go to the free throw line.
Beautiful inside move by Deborah. She stuck with it and was able to draw the foul.
Deborah Dos Santos at the line. She's shooting 2.
Dos Santos to shoot 2. Dos Santos today, 3 of 3 at the line, 7 points, 7 rebounds. She's on a double-double pace, gets both. The Dons back within 15. Well, to come back from 21 down requires a lot of small pieces. Rodriguez gets the roll. It involves stops, it involves getting hot. Dos Santos, yes! Great feed from Gales.
Yeah, she really directed Deborah for that cut and was able to deliver the ball. Deborah was able to convert it.
Don's looking for the stop and score. Rodriguez looking for room, has Oliver inside. Goes to Mark, Mark will direct traffic, shot clock to 11. Mark, they go weak side, 3 ball, way long. Langer, and the foul. So right there, Aspen Adams frustrated after committing the foul. The 2 teams will take a break before the Dons go to the line. 4:21 left. Get a good look at it right there on the WCC network.
Number 25, Aspen Adams, her first 15th foul.
USF needs to be a player and a voice in that new evolution of intercollegiate athletics. And so I couldn't be more pleased to be a part of that as we look to the future.
Planet Orange, a leader in eco-friendly, effective pest control. Let us be your partner for all your pest control needs, servicing residential, industrial, and commercial customers without harming the environment. Planet Orange, family-friendly, pet-friendly, and
back here in San Francisco, Don's basketball brought to you this afternoon by your Northern California Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. And the place the Dons have been going a lot lately, Jessica, the free throw line.
It's important for them to stop the clock and get these opportunities to score.
All right there, Amelie Langer missing the first free throw. Langer on the season, that was her first try last year, shot 75%, 60 of 80, gets the spare. And the Dons pull within 14. LMU has led the entire afternoon. That lead peaked at 21 earlier here in the third quarter. Mark on the go and a grab, no basket. Kind of a good foul there for the Dons to commit.
Yeah, I didn't see, again, I've not seen a lot of contact, but the refs are calling a really tight game tonight.
Well, you look at the tightness. Ariel Johnson, LMU's top scorer, on the bench, 4 fouls. Ioana Cromili, San Francisco's leading scorer, also on the bench, 4 fouls. Great job there by Adams to keep the possession alive. And a foul on San Francisco. Taking a look at other scores from around the WCC, the USF men in action at UNLV. Wish UNLV was a stat broadcast school. UNLV leads it with 15 minutes to go in the ball game, 54-45. Dons run the risk of losing their second straight. Inside the mark, Dickey, another foul.
Personal foul, USF, number 12, Kennedy Dickey. That's her third.
Third on Dickey.
15 foul.
So Kia Valverde will check back in for Dickey. The Dons will go small right here.
They're going to need to concentrate on boxing out and keeping LMU off the boards with a smaller lineup.
Mark, the transfer from Boise State a couple years ago, 72% coming in from the line. Grew up in Chatsworth in the San Fernando Valley, kind of the upper right-hand corner of the valley when you look at a map. Chatsworth kind of wedged above Canoga Park and Woodland Hills. 49-34 after the free throw split. Langer. McDowell White. Back to McDowell White. And nobody home for the rebound. It's all Mark and LMU. Lions also leading on the boards, 22-19. Rodriguez has played a fabulous game at the point. Steady and smart. Gordon having a career afternoon. Here's Mark. Traveled. Dos Santos will come back for the Dons.
Number 13, Deborah Dos Santos returns.
She'll pick up Abby Rathbun.
For Abby Rathbun.
But honestly, Jessica, I don't think we're going to see Cromili and Johnson back till the fourth quarter.
I agree. It's just too risky for them to get another foul with another quarter left.
Langer threw a bullet into Amy Baum, and then Langer can't finish. Dos Santos does! Don's back within 13. But I'm starting to get the feeling here, the Dons are going to need to score with a little more speed, a little more immediacy. The Lions are using the clock well. There's no rush to shoot it. Adams with a wide miss.
It just kills the Dons when LMU uses the clock so well, and then they are able to get a second chance opportunity and have another fresh shot clock.
Dos Santos picks up her second. This is not one of those, you know, you look at this game if you're the Dons, you have a club that's got definite top 4 potential in the West Coast Conference. Winning this game is not going to get you a championship, but losing this game when you start to look at the season as it develops can be very hurtful. Losing at home, you never want to do that.
Especially the first game of conference play.
Especially the first game of conference play, especially when you've won 7 in a row and you've gone into a couple of tough environments and you've won. You won at Colorado State last week where the Rams were undefeated at home before that. Rams had won 5 in a row. You stopped San Diego State's 6-game winning streak. Playing in the Chase Center, which is a home court, sort of. McDowell White to Dos Santos. Deborah to finish. Scores! Dos Santos has got 12. The Dons are within 12 with 2 minutes to go in the third. Still almost 12 minutes of total basketball left. St. Mary's and Pacific needed 45 minutes today. Great catch by Adams. Better catch on the rebound by Valaverda. Dons push it. Amy Baum. Dos Santos keeping it alive. It'll stay with the Dons. That was a hustle play.
Yeah, USF really needed that right there.
Dickey back for the Dons. Dons will stretch a little longer here with Dickey and Dos Santos
Deborah just fighting for the ball.
Going up front. Dos Santos. And Dickey's going to get called for her 4th. So Rathbun will come back for Dickey. But one thing this game is doing today, I think it's showing where the Dons lack a little depth on the front line. One more post would make a big difference. Team is very deep in terms of guards. Again, that St. Mary's win, 69-66 at Pacific. Neither of those teams play a WCC game until next weekend. Lions steal off the inbound. And now an over and back is called. Well, what Lisa Jones' crew determined right there was that the Lions had possession in the backcourt, in the front court. USF did not deflect it or push it back or take possession.
Right.
Langer. McDowell White. Dos Santos. And the score! Oliver checks in for LMU.
Following the good basket, Deborah Dos Santos shoots 1.
One only for Dos Santos, who's having a marvelous game now with 14 points after the missed free throw, and that'll stay with the Dons. You know, in a weird way, this could be better than a made free throw.
Yeah, USF just really needs to convert on his next possession.
Down by 12, you hit a 3, you're down 9. With still time here in the third. Amy Baum with the miss. Rebound Rathbun. It'll stay with the Dons on the arrow. The Dons' 2 top scorers are on the bench right now. Jasmine Gales and Ioana Cromili. Cromili there because of 4 fouls. Dos Santos. And an illegal screen on the Dons. On Dos Santos. Third on Dos Santos. So the foul trouble starting to get a little problematic for the Dons on the front line. Dickey 4, Dos Santos 3. Lions have used the clock well here with the lead. Rodriguez bails them out. Gordon playing great today. Got a great start with her shooting. Shot clock's at 9. 5 to shoot. Rodriguez Air ball. Rodriguez is the person you want shooting that. She's a 43% three-point shooter.
Yeah, that was a tough three-pointer, though. It was under pressure and pretty far away from the three-point line.
Langer. Dos Santos keeps the possession alive. That had jump ball written all over it. Final 10 seconds. Molly conducting the orchestra from the sideline. Big play by Oliver. And the Lions get a key stop at the end of 3. LMU leads it by 12. We're back after this on the WCC Network.
Professional.
A Corona and palm trees.
A Corona and calm seas.
And a balm breeze.
And some long knees, strong like a tong squeeze. You'll say, "Aw, geez," when I make your lawn freeze. Was that good?
No. It was incredible.
Oh.
Lee bad.
Oh.
But this is good.
I shouldn't have rapped.
Provident Credit Union is rooted in education and is proud to be the official credit union for USF. Making your life easy is what Provident Credit Union is all about, like our Super Reward Checking with one of the highest interest rates in the nation, and there are no ATM or monthly service fees. 0. To get started, visit one of our many Bay Area locations or go online to providentcu.org/USF. Get the official University of San Francisco checking account that pays you money from Provident Credit Union.
Toyota-thon is on. Now's the time to get an exciting new Toyota. Like Camry Hybrid, RAV4.
USF Dons basketball is brought to you by Arguello Market near the USF campus, serving San Francisco's best fresh roasted turkey sandwich.
Yeah, the Arguello Market also offers Evergood sausages, locally made here in the city for more than 95 years. They're Evergood. I can't do that the way Pat does. I don't even try. Here's Johnson back in the ball game. Rodriguez. Lions lead it by 12. They've managed the clock well. McDowell White. That deflects off Rodriguez for a Lion turnover. Santa Clara has a 68-65 lead with 7:47 left in the fourth quarter. At home over Pepperdine. Tess Heel, the exciting freshman for the Broncos, has 12. Broncos host the Lions on Monday. The Pepperdine Waves come here. Langer for 3. Rodriguez, tough catch for the rebound. 52-40 LMU. Trying to pull the opening day upset. The Dons winners of 7 in a row. LMU trying to make it 2 wins in a row after 7 straight losses. Ioana Cremili will come back on the next whistle for San Francisco. Oliver. Dos Santos. Baum. Langer. And the score! Dons within 10.
Great transition basketball by the Dons right there.
Gordon at the bottom of your screen. Rodriguez. Just been a steady presence at the point today. Watching Rodriguez, you would think her team always has a huge lead. She knows exactly what to do. McDowell White to Langer. Tough catch. Dos Santos for the finish. Big rebound for Oliver. Dos Santos has got to be careful. She's got 3 fouls.
Yeah, it's tempting to try to steal in the back part and make something happen for your team, but you also don't want her to get that 4th foul.
Lions have milked the clock well in the second half. Rodriguez, yes! So back to a 13-point game. Langer to Dos Santos with the score. 11-point game. Cremili starting to get restless on the sideline, waiting to come in. Next whistle brings the WCC's top scorer back into play. Johnson, beautiful finish. Dickey has room to work. What a roll! I counted like 3 Mississippis. I don't know about you.
He was taking a vacation on the rim of the basket.
Subs piling up for both teams. Half the combined lineup will change on the next break. And if you're Loyola Marymount, you'd love to get subs in, but you also like to keep Cremeli out as long as you can. 5 to shoot. Mark called for the charge. Well, the one thing that's really on my mind right now, Jessica, is the time left in the game and how well the Lions are burning possessions.
Yeah, they've been doing it all game. Just really, really working the clock for a possession and a good shot. And a lot of times, if they're missing the first shot, they're getting that second one and adding another shot clock on, and it's making it difficult for USF to get back into this game.
And a lot of basketball people will tell you sometimes the best way to play defense is to extend your possessions on offense. Set the pace of the game, dictate the action. Baum, yes! 57-48. 6.5 minutes to go. Dons within 9. Nothing there on the triple. And Mark gets fouled by Dickey. And for Dickey, that's number 5. So the Dons will have to win it without Dickey. Dickey fouls out with 4 points and 3 rebounds.
That was a tough foul.
So Dos Santos might have to go the distance here. And she's got 3 fouls. Lions really raced the chop count to get it in. Johnson and company have been so deliberate with their offense. This is where that 7-minute scoring drought is going to make a big deal. Offensive foul. Remember in the first half, the Dons went the final 7:03, no points, 9 turnovers.
Second team foul of the quarter on the Lions.
Dos Santos, a little too hard, marked the rebound. But the Dons with the right cadence there, down by 9. Score quickly. Need to get Cremeli and Gales into their offense. First, you got to defend Gordon. Gordon doing a lot of pushing, no whistle. Big offensive board for the Lions. Gordon will tee it up from 3. And Cremeli gets taken down.
LNU foul, number 34, Kari Clark. That's her 3rd.
3rd on Clark. Rodriguez will relieve Gordon.
Replaces Cassie Gordon. For USF, number 5, Amelie Langer for Kia Valaverde.
Valaverde out, Langer in for the Dons. There you see Langer on the Essen Dons. Dons just trying to find some offensive life here. And the Lions just, as soon as they clear midcourt, they really slow it down. And Erica Hughes, the second-year head coach, is going to take a timeout. With 5:08 left, we'll take the break as well here on the WCC Network.
Tundra and more.
How did you...
Magic.
Secure your delivery and low financing rate on RAV4, Camry, and Highlander. Or get a great lease on RAV4 and Camry for just $389 a month.
Come in today.
Toyota. Let's go places.
If you've been here, you know the feeling. If you haven't, you will. It's a certain energy. It's a certain optimism. Here on this campus, in the heart of the city, people and ideas meet, mix, and spark. Eyes open. Doors open. It's real. You can feel it. You can be a part of it. And you don't even have to be here in body to feel it in spirit.
And back in San Francisco, today's WCC matchup brought to you by Park and Fly. Visit pnf.com for discounts on airport parking at both SFO and Oakland International. Well, Loyola Marymount has led the entire ball game. LMU led by 21 early in the third quarter. San Francisco has carved that down to a 9-point difference. Done it on a day where Ioana Cormeli's minutes limited by foul trouble. Clark is also in foul trouble, goes in deep to Mark. Now Rodriguez makes a big three. Nicole Rodriguez is playing a masterful game with 14 points.
Yeah, she's hit some really clutch three-pointers in this fourth quarter.
Langer out top. Langer works off the head fake and a kick. That'll reset the timer. Don's men's basketball trails 69-64 with 3:53 left in Las Vegas playing UNLV. Elijah Harkness leads the Rebels with 21. Khalil Shabazz 14. Zane Meeks with 15 for the Dons. Terrell Roberts has added 11. He's had a rough day shooting it from 3 at 1 of 5. Gonzaga leads BYU, 3:59 to go in the third. Zags 60, Bulldogs 54. Final time, should be the Cougars 54. Be the final time the Cougars visit Spokane as a member of the West Coast Conference. Pepperdine and Santa Clara tied at 70 with 3:34 to go in the fourth. But if you're the Dons, Jessica, I think you think here, Santa Clara's playing well at home. Tess Heels got 14 for the Broncos. You kind of think of this as a game you got to win, especially with 3 tough road ones coming up in end of this month and to begin January.
Absolutely. And, you know, the Dons have a chance. They've really worked it back to cut the lead down to 12. Still 4 minutes left. It's anybody's ball game.
Yeah, but it's going to come down to stops, and it's going to come down to hitting shots.
Yeah, USF has to play their best game right now the last 4 minutes.
And they have to get Ioana Cormeli and Jasmine Gales, their 2 top scorers, into the offense. Cormeli today with 7, Gales with 7. Cormeli's only shot it 6 times. She gets it here on the inbound, goes into Dos Santos. Well, she can do it as a distributor too. 10-point game. And you just kind of watch the very deliberate nature of the Lions. Clark looking to deal off the elbow. Shot clock's at 13. Gales up for the rebound. Nice putback. But Dos Santos finally prevails off the glass. Big chance here for the Dons with 3:52 left. Great play by Johnson for the steal. Turnovers have been a factor for both teams today. But right now, I think we're seeing the magnitude of that Dons scoring drought to close the first half. Big shot there for Ari Johnson. Johnson got the possession going with a steal. And the Dons take a timeout with 3:20 left. Jessica, what are you drawing up here if you're coaching?
I think that you're having a conversation about taking care of the ball. You know, they made a great basket. Dos Santos made that score underneath, and then the next possession they had, they turned it over. And, you know, every time they turn the ball over, it's just back to LMU running their offense and taking the time off the clock.
You know, and here's the reality of it. You look at the shots taken, 50 for LMU, 48 for San Francisco. A couple more shots makes a big difference in a ball game.
Especially one that's semi-close.
Dons today 9 assists on 19 made field goals. LMU today 10 assists on 22 made field goals. Inbound coming from McDowell White. Into Cremili. Gales screening for Cremili. McDowell White, Dos Santos. Langer. And that'll go out of bounds to the Lions.
I really would have liked Deborah to take that up. I thought she had great position.
I agree. But Cremili reaching in, playing aggressive defense despite 4 fouls. Clark and Mark with the miss. Dons have to push it here with 2:50 left. Down 12. Gales blocked. Great play there by Clark with the block and the rebound. And then Cremili called for a frustration foul.
Personal foul, USF, number 21, Ioana Cremili. That's her 5th.
5 on Cremili. She's done.
Second team foul of the quarter on the dot.
Cremili will finish with 7. And it's turning into a very forgettable and regrettable opening day in conference play for the Dons. Offensive foul.
There was a lot of elbow in that foul.
5th on Johnson. Dons really put her in a birdcage.
Number 2, Cassie Gordon replaces.
But LMU's had very distributed scoring today. Mark has 12, Gordon has 14, Rodriguez 14. Dos Santos is going to have to be the aircraft carrier here, and she scores. 10-point game, 2:28 left. Gordon being chased. Dons being very aggressive with the half-court defense and an over and back, but, well, that took 17 seconds. I think you start thinking about how much time it requires to get the stop or the rebound. LMU has managed the clock wonderfully today. Dos Santos recovers it. Bailed out by Valverde. Molly cements the bailout with a timeout, but the Dons will have 1 timeout left for the remainder of play.
That's a 60-second timeout.
Mind you, Dons basketball brought to you this afternoon by Toyota San Francisco. San Francisco Toyota with 2 sales and 2 service locations in the city. Proudly serving San Francisco since 1966. Well, all of the Dons' losses this year have come here at home. They have not come on the road. They have not come on a neutral court. Kind of the opposite of what most teams do.
Yeah. This has just not been their greatest game for them.
They've been kind of out of sorts.
Yeah.
And Loyola Marymount LMU has just clicked today. Yeah, the Dons have a rebounding edge of 32-30, but you look at second chance points, and that has helped the Lions today. They've had 10 offensive rebounds today. Lions led by 21 with 6:51 to go in the third. Dons have never led today. McDowell, White, and company have to hustle here. Dos Santos scores again. 8-point game, still down 3 possessions. Rodriguez got to hustle it in. Lions have 2 timeouts and a jump ball. It's going to the Dons. Well, they got a double check at the table. Lorena Ahumada going over there on Lisa Jones' crew. The arrow points to San Francisco right now. The official record is in the scorer's book. Kari Clark back for the Lions for Aspen Adams. McDowell, White into Valverde. Dos Santos will go to the line.
I would have liked to see her get an and one right there.
Clark had the leverage, her 4th. Dons will shoot the rest of the way. Adams back for Clark. Oliver will hustle back. Big free throws coming up here for Dos Santos. Dons 10 of 15 at the line today. Dos Santos now 4 of 6. Looking for a big spare with 1:38 to play. Okay, 7-point game. Dons still need 3 scores. Dos Santos creates the loose ball. McDowell White with 1:25 left. Gales for the 3. Yes! 4-point game. That's your Evergood Sausage play of the game. Evergood made here in San Francisco for the last 95 plus years. Find Evergood at your favorite grocer. Timeout, Erica Hughes and LMU. What a play.
What a hustle play by Deborah Dos Santos to create that turnover, and what a play by Jasmine Gales to knock down that 3-point.
Well, Gales now with 10. The Dons guards have been quiet today. Dos Santos 25 points, still stuck on 9 rebounds, but playing one of the best games of her short career. You know, it's interesting when you talk to the coaches about Deborah Dos Santos, they'll say she's still kind of a freshman, even though she played a year of community college, junior college ball. Dons down 4 with 1:08 left. Well, Gonzaga trailed by 9 with 50 some odd seconds left last year here in San Francisco and won the game. But for the Dons, a win here would really be a testament to this team's character.
Absolutely, we show a lot of resiliency. They've shown a lot of resiliency to cut the score down, the lead down to 4 points.
Trailed by 21. Gonzaga appears to be on to victory at home, 67-58 over BYU. Pepperdine and Santa Clara tied at 72 with 9 seconds left. Santa Clara has the ball in that one. Aspen Adams guarded by McDowell White. I don't think you need to foul yet. Tenacious pressure by San Francisco. Gordon with almost no room to work. Bailed out by Yancey. Shot clock is at 6. Yancey on Valverde. Big shot from the corner for Gordon.
Just a clutch shot by Gordon.
Huge shot. Makes it a 7-point game again. Gales to the hole. Will go to the line for 2.
Personal foul, LMU, number 25.
The Dons have made their last 3 field goal tries. Right now shooting 65% at the line, 11 of 17.
2 shots.
Gales coming into play today at 80%. One more coming up for the senior from Seattle. Remember, no Ioana Cromili. She is fouled out. Kennedy Dickey, also a spectator after fouling out. Dos Santos, the rebound, had it and lost it. Timeout LMU, their last.
Timeout LMU, a 30-second timeout. Charge to the Lions.
So for the Lions right now, Jessica, what's your key to victory?
Keeping possession of the ball. If you get fouled, making your free throws, and working the shot clock.
Each team now has 1 time. Now, San Francisco has a timeout left. LMU out of timeouts. The possession arrow favors the Dons. The Dons have fouls to give right here. Only 2 team fouls called on San Francisco. LMU got on a little bit of a roll in the conference tournament last year. Beat Pepperdine, knocked off a heavily favored St. Mary's, and then gave Portland a pretty good fight at the end. Portland and San Francisco both semifinalists a year ago. Ball comes into Gordon. Dons have fouls to give, remember. That's just the 3rd team foul.
Francisco foul, number 11, Jocelyn Gales, her second.
Second on Gales.
Team foul.
3rd team foul. Dons can use another foul right here. They're going to let the inbounder work unobstructed. Comes into Mark, and then a foul. Still a non-shooting situation.
Number 3, Amy Long, that's her first, 4th team.
Rodriguez thought it was a shooting situation. Rodriguez grabbed by Amy Baum.
Foul number 3, Amy Long, that's her second, 5th team foul. LMU now in the bonus.
So LMU in the bonus, up by 6. Remember, Rodriguez only needs to make 1 to extend this to a 3-possession game.
Nicole Rodriguez at the line shooting 2.
Rodriguez has had a great day. Rodriguez 14 points, but this is her first trip to the line. Well, being up 6 is a great luxury to have right here. The spare can still make it 3 possessions, and that does with 25 seconds left. The Dons will take a timeout. That will advance the ball to midcourt, and the Dons and Lions both out of timeouts now. And I think the big factor here, Jessica, the possession arrow, it favors LMU.
Yeah, you know, it's going to be really hard for USF at this point to win this ball game. I mean, nothing's impossible, but they're going to have to make some big shots and play some incredible defense and get turnovers.
74-73 Santa Clara with 3 seconds left. After a couple of Ashley Haraki free throws, Pepperdine's got 1 chance for the win here. But Pepperdine's missed its last 6 shots from the floor down at the Levy Center. Mentioned Gonzaga beat BYU 67-58. A little later on, San Diego visits Portland. That's a 5 o'clock game you can catch on the WCC network. Here come the Dons, 23 seconds. Need 3 scores. Gales. Well, big rebound there for Gordon. Jump ball with Dos Santos. The Lions will retain possession. Neither team has a timeout left. But a real team effort today, and LMU 17 seconds away from an opening day win in the West Coast Conference. Great job getting it to Mark. And that puts an exclamation point on it. 9-point game. Gales loses it. Big steal there for Adams. And Loyola Marymount victorious on opening day in the conference. Jessica, a lot of things went right for the Lions today, and some things went wrong for the Dons.
Yeah, that was the tale of the game for sure. Tough loss for the Dons.
So that snaps a 7-game win streak for San Francisco, and it puts the Dons at 0-1 in conference.
And the conference is a long season, but it's definitely not the way you want to start off.
No, and especially playing against a team that, you know, had lost 7 in a row at one point in December, and you're expected to be in the top 4, and it's a home game.
Yeah, and you were on a roll, and USF has really done really well the past few games, and this is a tough loss.
Very tough loss indeed on a day when Gonzaga, St. Mary's, and Santa Clara, 3 of the teams that you measure yourself against in the WCC, win. We're back with our rest of our post-game show after this on the WCC Network. This post-game show brought to you by San Francisco Toyota by Associate Coach Janelle Jones. And Janelle, what went wrong today?
Well, there's a lot of things that went right for LMU. They shot the ball very, very well. We did not disrupt them at all. We let them do whatever they want. They got momentum. They had the hot hand. They were aggressive the whole 4 quarters. And, you know, we responded late, but it just wasn't enough to overcome. We just did not start out of the gate with the energy that LMU came in here with.
And it's tough. I don't know. It doesn't matter who you play. When a team shoots 75-80% over the first 10, 12 minutes, it's tough to beat anybody.
Yes, and they kept that momentum. And then in the second quarter, when they shot 21%, then we had 9 turnovers in a row. We didn't score for 6 minutes. We didn't even get a shot at the basket. So I think that period of time was really the difference in us. You know, we could have scored and we could get the momentum back, but we never got the momentum. We were playing catch up the entire game.
Yeah, and one of the things that Jessica and I noted on with LMU was starting about midway through the third quarter, they really managed the clock well. Even when they weren't hitting shots, you didn't get the ball back until 23, 25 seconds into a possession.
Yes, that's how they play. They play very methodical. They're going to be slow-paced. They know what they want to look for. And when you have a team like that, you know, we tried zone, and that disrupted them. We tried to trap a little bit, and that disrupted them. But, you know, we just overall, we didn't do enough things, even in our man, to disrupt them. We let them just take wide open shots, and they had a ton of confidence. You know, we talked about this to the girls, that this is 0-0 conference play. Starting out of the hat, everybody thinks, you know, who cares about non-conference? And we knew LMU could be a very good team if they put everything together, and that's what they showed today.
And sometimes there are teams that don't have the greatest start, but they get better every week. You've been coached a couple of those here.
Yes, so yes, we knew LMU was dangerous, and they came out today, and they were the team that we hoped didn't show up, but they were the team that showed up that on any given night can beat anybody. This is a team last year minus one person that went for 3 wins in the WCC conference.
Yeah, and you look at what's going on with, you know, Pepperdine lost a close one today at Santa Clara. You got the Waves on Monday. What do you do to turn it around?
Well, we've got to have a short memory, and that's easy to say, but you know, we have to have a little chip on our shoulder. We're going to have to come out playing defense. We've got to be able to execute on the offensive end. I just thought that LMU disrupted our rhythm much more than we disrupted their rhythm. And so we just didn't respond well. I think the best thing you got to do is have a chip on your shoulder, and it doesn't care who the opponent is on Monday. We got to come out with some more fight.
Yeah, and getting a good scoring run early, getting your shots to fall early makes a big difference.
Yes, it does. We just played timid. I thought we played, I use the word scared. We just didn't play with the right mind frame to start the game.
You know, it's kind of crazy. You look at the cadence of games. You were playing a game about every second or third day for a good stretch. Took the break for finals. I'm not looking for an excuse here, but could that have affected the play today?
Oh, I don't know. It could have been that. It could be a trap game because we had a great win on the road, and we've won 7 games in a row, so we're feeling good about ourselves. It could be a combination of all of that, but it kind of came at the same time, and then we didn't shoot the ball well. So yeah, it was a perfect storm for what happens when you get a home loss on your home floor.
Usually there's never one reason for a win, and usually there's more than one reasons for a loss.
Exactly.
Janelle, thanks for stopping by. We look forward to seeing you on Monday when the Dons host the Pepperdine Waves. Jessica and I are back for our final thoughts after this on the WCC Network. George Devine, Jessica Blodgett with you, and looking at the final score of this one, LMU 68, the Dons 59. A lot of things happened in this ball game, but the first quarter really set a pace for this game.
Yeah, you know, USF didn't come out like they normally do, and they just had to fight the entire game to kind of get back into it. They just weren't able to, you know, get all the way back into the game and to get the W.
And there are a lot of things, you know, you like to circle on the box scores. There are a lot of places you could circle kind of in the running record of this ball game. But I think you look at that second quarter, the Dons went the last 7+ minutes without a score, 9 possessions in a row, 9 turnovers back to back.
Yeah, the turnovers to me were the real tail of the game. And, you know, if you're not going to take care of the ball and you're going to just give the opportunities for the LMU to score, and they were shooting out, you know, they're shooting 75% at one point. It's going to be hard to win the ball game.
And it's also hard to win a game when Ioana Cormeli's minutes are limited due to foul trouble. She had 7 points this afternoon, but didn't have a lot of opportunities to score.
Yeah, LMU's defense was tons of pressure. They're a long, athletic team. They really got into the passing lanes, and credit to them. They played great defense, and they caused a lot of problems for the Dons today.
And you look at the Lions today, Nicole Rodriguez played a fabulous game at the point. Cass Gordon played a great game at the off guard. And, Kari Clark did what she had to do inside. And Ari Johnson, well, she came as advertised as well.
Yeah, they just, the LMU players, they all stepped up and played a really great game.
Well, Loyola Marymount Lions, LMU, 1-0 in West Coast Conference play. The loss today snaps a 7-game win streak for San Francisco. And the Dons will host Pepperdine on Monday. That's a 2 o'clock game. Jessica and I look forward to seeing you. Pepperdine dropped one at Santa Clara this afternoon. For Jessica Blodgett, I'm George Devine, wishing you a very pleasant good afternoon. We hope to see you on Monday at 2 o'clock.